Oh, thank you. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Hello, everybody. All right, good day. Do we have any new people here? It's your first class or first week? Let's see who we've got here. Don't be shy. We want to welcome you. This is the Shibboleth family. My name's Travis Martin. I've lost more than 100 pounds on this program. I lost more than 44 pounds in less than 6 weeks, all because of food combining. I ate delicious comfort foods. I ate all my favorite stuff. Just switched out some ingredients so that I could control insulin. Hey, Teresa Diggs. Anybody new? This is your first class. Got Deborah here, first week. Deborah, how's those fast track videos coming? Are you getting through those? I think it's the man's name that owns the company, Patricia. I think it's like Frank. I should know these things. I think it's Frank Vandersloot, I think. All right, Deborah. All right, awesome. Am I saying your name right? Michaela, is that correct? We've got Michaela here, which is Deborah's daughter. This is how we do it. Yeah, Patricia, I agree. Forward velocity goes with my shirt today, too. Goes with my shirt. Charles Grant got me this shirt as a present. I don't know if he's here. He's been sick. But yeah, Charles got me this as a present. Hey, Michaela. Good to have Michaela. She's new. Got a quick question from Susan. Susan asked, before we get into today's lesson, Susan asked, can I use peanut butter powder? It's PB Fit. Well, you're in luck. I use it too. 60 calories. It depends on how you want to use it. We count that as a category 6. So it's a category 6 superfood. It can also be used as a condiment. Does that make sense? Or do you need some more information? I often use that mixed with like a vanilla protein powder. Anytime I want to take a vanilla-based shake and give it a peanut butter flavor, I do that. There's other ways to use it too. It's fine to use as long as if you're using a full serving, it's category 6 superfood. If you're using a smidge to flavor something like some Greek plain yogurt, I do that with peanut PB2. Then you want to use it as a condiment. Carrie says, first week and 1 day, down 10.2 pounds. Way to go. Outstanding, Carrie Yother. Way to go. Kim is here for a great refresher. Awesome. All right, let's get started with today's lesson. Good to have everybody. All right, let's talk about expectations. Your first month on the program, your expectation, again, this is so important because if we don't have the right understanding and expectation, we will let the enemy win. Okay, this has got to be a lifestyle. Diets do not work. The first 3 letters of the word diet spell die. Anything we start with and can't stay with forever is just a waste of our time. Got to have a lifestyle that you'll live with forever. It's got to be your forever program. Quit dating diets and marry Shibboleth. Put a ring on it and just stick to it. Good days, bad days, stick to it. It'll never do you harm. It'll only do you good. But we got to have the right expectations because when we're losing weight, we're not just losing fat. We're losing muscle. We're losing bone. We're losing tissue. So you're losing water weight, the weight of glycogen. You're losing a lot of stuff there. So your first month, your first week is going to be fantastic if you strictly adhere to the program. The next week, going to be good. And then it's going to look like to you that it's slowing down. It's not slowing down. The fat loss is actually picking up. Okay. But in the beginning, you're getting rid of, there's more than 8 pounds in a gallon of water. And you're getting rid of the water, and it's attached to glycogen that you're getting rid of. So your first 2 days on Shibboleth, you're priming your metabolism to efficiently burn fat. So what should be the expectation for our first 30 days? Anybody remember? 10%. So if I start at 240 in my first 30 days, how much should I expect to lose with strict adherence? If I'm not strict, it will be less. That's right, 24. Now, beginning that 5th week, if we've stuck with our program, our lifestyle, we've primed the metabolism. We're not holding that extra water weight, that extra glycogen weight. We've removed some waste. So now we should expect how much per week? About 1%. About 1%. So I'm 230. I should lose about 2.3 pounds. I'm 150, about 1.5. But if you're following Shibboleth, most of that is going to be fat. So this is how much space 1 pound of fat takes up on the body. You see that? That's how much space 1 pound of fat takes up. So for every pound that you lose, that's huge. That's huge. It's life-changing. And remember, we're not doing anything radical. Certainly, we have weight loss challenges that are diets on Planet Shibboleth to get you momentum. But if you're just living the lifestyle, living the Shibboleth lifestyle, it's so easy, full of variety, and that fat is just flaking off. It's just flaking off, flaking off, flaking off. So trust the system, trust your weekly timing chart to tell you how much time you've spent in efficient fat burning mode. Yeah, Barb, it's about 4% a month after that first 10%. If you're following the program, some people aren't following the program. If you're following it, it's about 1% a week, which is 4% a month after that initial surge. Then when you get down to that last 10 to 15 pounds, we have to really shake things up. That last 10 to 15 is not excess fat. That last 10 to 15 is reserve fat. Has everybody did an assessment? Shall we do that today to help you with expectations? Let's do an assessment for you. Okay, I'm going to go to the website. Go to the website. And I go to assessments. So, I'm in somebody else's account that I was looking at yesterday. Let me go in to my account. One of my accounts. I have a bunch of dummy accounts to practice stuff with, but all right. So I'm going into my journal and I'm going into assessments. Okay. This will help with proper expectations, will help with goal setting, will help you get the real picture. Barb, I would do it once a month. Yep. I weigh every day many times, but I don't get down and discouraged. I have members that literally will quit over the scales and their report. And so don't look at the scales if you're going to quit on me. Maybe you need to look once a week and just peek at it. But yeah, the scales only tell the truth if you look at them month over month. Like, they don't tell the truth if you look at them daily. They don't tell the truth if you look at them weekly. They only tell the truth if you're comparing month over month. Then you can see your real effort. So here I'm doing the algorithm using the Navy, the U.S. Navy algorithm for body fat percentage. Here you have your instructions on how to measure appropriately for this test. You put in your age, you put in your weight, you put in your height, you put in your neck, your abs are around your belly button. You want it right around your belly button for consistency. So you put in your right numbers there, your biceps. Now, when you're measuring, there's instructions, but where we're talking about is we don't want it real tight. We want it just right in the thickest part of our arm, not drooping or anything, and not too tight, just kind of, and just a light flex, just a light little flex. And then that's how you measure that. So you put in all the, you even have to put in your wrist so that it can pick up on whether you're ectomorphic, mesomorphic, or endomorphic. Hips, right around where your butt dimples are, thighs. Okay, so once I put those measurements in correctly, now I didn't measure, I'm putting in hypothetical numbers. So I click send, and this is going to be a margin. I got the hot badge. This means I'm hot. Hey, how many of you want to look good naked? Raise your hand. If you'll lie about that, you'll lie about anything. So I got my hot badge today. I must have lost it at some point, but these aren't even my right measurements. So anyway, good to know. So it says that my body fat percentage is 17%, and it says my lean body weight is 162 pounds. My essential fat is 11.76. When people talk about starvation mode, you can't be in starvation mode if you have excess fat, but you can be in starvation mode if you're down to your essential fat. You don't want to lose your essential fat. I need to maintain 10 to 15 pounds of extra fat or of fat on my body. Reserve fat, I've got 22.21 pounds of reserve fat. If I get this off, this is where you start seeing abdominal muscles, and women, you see the beautiful lines and curves. And so good things start happening when the excess fat is gone. If yours says there's any excess fat, this is the kind of fat that deteriorates life expectancy and quality of life. Once you get rid of excess fat, you may be satisfied. You may not want to go any further. You may want to just maintain that. Okay, then you've got your BMI, 24.5 here in this case, and your BMR, baseline metabolic rate. That's the number of calories my body burns at rest. Okay, go down here. It could be off by 5 points, but you can see a trend line if you use this consistently every time. And then down here at the bottom, you've got what all that means. So I'm in the approved. I'm approved from a BMI standpoint. From a body fat percentage, I'm in what we call here zero drag, meaning I have no excess fat dragging me down. We don't like to see women get with their body fat. We don't like, unless you're an athlete, we don't want to see you get below 20. That's too lean for most ladies, unless you're pursuing some athletic endeavor that requires that. Okay, so that's your assessment. This can help you identify what your goals should be, or kind of help you see where you're at from an excess fat situation. So if you're following Shibboleth, you're going to be dropping those excess pounds of fat every week if you'll follow Shibboleth. But you need to set goals. You need to know what your goal is. You need to know what the deadline is, so that you've got a desire, so that you've got a reason to participate in the program, because you're going to be inundated with temptation on a daily basis. You're going to be inundated with distraction on a daily basis. Okay. So without that goal in mind and all that means, you don't just want the number. You don't want the number. You want what goes along with that number, the happiness, the self-confidence, the self-esteem, maybe potentially coming off some medications, feeling more comfortable in your own skin. That's what you're wanting. How do you pull up old assessments? You go into your journal. Go into your journal. And you want to go to your progress. And you'll be able to look at your data based upon weight and based upon inches. You'll be able to see your trend lines. So you can't actually go pull up the old assessment, but the information populates in here under progress so that you can see your trend. My current temptation and craving issue is peanut butter. Well, actually, that's not a bad crave to have as long as we don't pair the wrong thing with it. Peanut butter is mostly fat, so we wouldn't want to put that with something that's going to provoke the fat bus, because the fat bus is going to pick up that fat and cause you to store it very efficiently. But peanut butter is a superfood on the program. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter is a meal portion. 1 tablespoon is a snack portion. Everyone, what are some things that she could have with that peanut butter as an eating episode? Could I have celery with peanut butter and use that as a snack? 1 tablespoon of peanut butter with some celery as an approved snack? Yep. Could I have category 2 approved bread with some sugar-free jelly and peanut butter as a meal episode? Yes. Could I have a tablespoon of peanut butter with fiber gourmet crackers like Sally suggests? Yes. But it's an eating episode. Peanut butter's high in calories. We have to be careful to make sure that we don't put the wrong thing with those calories. Yeah, Barb, you have to go to your progress. Your progress, that's all that we have available right now. So once you do your assessment, you might want to screenshot it. If you want the actual form, right now, it's not where you can scroll back and forth through old assessments. It's something I can work on. We're a very small company with very, very few resources, something very valuable for you. So I will work on it, but it will take time. Right now, where you look at that is in your progress feature. You go to see your progress and all the data from previous assessments will be populated there. Is Joni still around and her appointments free? Unfortunately, Joni resigned. Joni sent her resignation letter in, and there was only the explanation that she needed to spend time with her family. And that's all that we learned from that resignation letter. So sorry, we would have loved to have celebrated her appropriately and all that she's meant to the clients. But we respect her and we respect her privacy. And Joni did a great job, loved on a lot of people. I paid her to do free appointments, and she did a good job with those free appointments. And it was just time for her to go, and her heart said that it was time for her to go, and we respected that. So it ended suddenly and quickly, and we love her and gonna miss her. As far as free appointments, we just don't have any availability. I do these twice a day. I go live at 10:30 a.m. and 8 p.m. I am looking at other counselors that I can recommend to you, but you would have to pay them. We've been very fortunate to be able to do that for free and pay people to do that over the years, because we know some people only want to deal with someone one-on-one. But right now, it's just me. So you've got me at 10:30 a.m. and 8 p.m. every single day. And, you know, probably the best way to handle it if you're wanting private is just in the Q&A, just say this is private, and I'll answer it privately. Tammy is no longer with us either. Tammy had a lot of success with the wellness company, and she went to pursue that full time. She come out of the gate strong, and she went to pursue the wellness company full time. So we no longer have Joni. We no longer have Tammy. You have little old me, and that's it. Sorry. Still talk to Tammy daily because she's working her wellness company business, but she's went high up there quick, and you know, she's very passionate about it, and what she did. She's good at what she does. Anybody else? I can't resign, or I would. Yeah, I'm afraid y'all are stuck with me for better or for worse. We do need the support of the Shibboleth family, and you know, we've got the support of about 130 members that help us keep afloat. We need more, and we appreciate those 130 partners. That's what I say. Anytime somebody betters themselves, good for them, right? We want people to be happy. All right, so let's go and look. All right, so we're in the website. Let's go through what this is going to look like for someone that hasn't earned their fast track badge. Now, again, there's about to be a lot of upset people, because even if you're a paid member and you've not earned your phase 1 badge, or that's the old one, the phase 1 back in the day, or you haven't earned the fast track badge, you're not going to see all of your stuff anymore. Because one of the things that we've gone wrong with support is we've allowed people to skip steps. Does that make sense to my experienced members? We've allowed people to get in the website, see everything, confuse themselves, not do things in the right order, and it's created a support nightmare, because we have a very small staff. Actually, we don't have almost no staff. So we are desperately trying to help people, but people need to go through the steps right. So even members who formerly had access to everything, they can get it back, but soon it's going to disappear if they haven't earned their fast track badge. This will keep the questions, endless questions, down that are taught in fast track. So when people start getting mad at Travis, which is daily, but you just help me. Hey, calm down. He'll help you earn the fast track badge. All right. So I'm going in here and I'm getting started. And let's get going here. I'm putting in fake information. Don't put in fake information because we deleted. I'm doing this for illustrative purposes. And I'm diving into my weight loss adventure. All right. So here we have where you put your phone number in if you want me to remind you of class and class time. If you don't, then you got to put it on your calendar and remember yourself. And this is what you get. You start right here. You have my videos in your journal video library. You have me. And you just cycle through those, mark watch. But where the magic happens is over here. See where it says back to fast track? Click that. Go through your laps. These laps will take you through the program. It says, let's complete your profile. Check that off. Find your ideal weight. Check that off. So you have 2 laps that take almost no time to get through. Okay. Down here, you have all of your free tools and resources so that while I'm teaching, you have everything you need in one place to install this great lifestyle that has changed tens of thousands of lives. Okay. So you got your fast track videos. This is where we start. And we want to watch Kim Dankey's fast track videos. She goes over every part of having a Shibboleth perfect day. And she does it in just a few minutes, where we go over portion control. So, for example, real simple. Going through it in order.
Welcome to Fast Track video number 7. Today we are discussing component number 4 of the Shibboleth Shield, which is portion control. Portion control is important because we are controlling the amount of food that we're eating. We need to eat off of a 6 to 8 inch plate, so it's just eating off of a smaller plate. If you're using an 8-inch plate, you're going to use the center part, not the rim, and you're going to use the 2-hand rule. All you do is you put your hands together, you place that down over your food. As long as you cannot see your food sticking all out around your hand, then you have properly portioned your meal. It's also going to be properly combined under there.
All right. And that video is almost over. Now, hear me out. There's a food library there too of beginner foods. Hear me out. Those of you that think that the program is confusing, now we need to talk. Is there anything that was confusing about what we just went over? And that's okay if it is. Don't leave silently frustrated. Speak them here because we've all been there. Do you know what to do? It is this easy. And by the way, if you need a meal plan, Liza, are you here, Liza or Lara? Could you give the fast track beginner meal plan that I've been giving out, please? So that you have meal ideas while you're learning how to combine foods, how to portion them, how to have these perfect days. It only takes 2 Shibboleth perfect days to get into efficient fat burning mode. Any questions about this stuff? I am looking for Shibboleth Simplified. Let me get that for you. So we have somebody looking for Shibboleth Simplified. Here it is. It's coming up right now. Kimberly, I'm posting it in the thread. That first link is Fast Track class notes. The second link is Shibboleth Simplified for those who want to lose weight fast and healthfully, but with a simplified meal plan. Cindy, we really appreciate that. I think the right answer, Sasha's not here. I think the right answer is to go to www.helpshibboleth.com. Thank you. Y'all, my partners already do too much. I wish we could recruit other partners. Thank y'all for all you do. Couldn't do it without you. Barb, I have a question about meal planning. I filled out the form last week, but haven't received anything. I'm confused. Should I be looking for an email or does it come in the app? I don't understand. Could you tell me what form? So we have meal plans that we give you. We can help you come up with meal ideas in the class, but I'm unaware of a form that you fill out where we send you a meal plan. Could you expound on that? Because I can help you today with meal ideas if you're not getting those so far in the material, but I'm not aware of us sending out personalized meal plans. Any other questions while I'm waiting on Barb? Sasha sent you a link. She may be trying to do a one-on-one with you, and since Joni's not here, I'll text her now. Yeah, it sounds like she was going to try to do a one-on-one. So I asked her, okay, you did have a free mentoring call with Sasha. Okay, that's why I didn't understand. I didn't know that she was able to do any of those. I did text her and we'll get you an answer. Watching these fast track videos have been life-changing. Before Shibboleth, I was absolutely confused on how food works. I have been faithful since the 14th of August and see the difference. Loss of 7 pounds in my understanding of how my body processes food is so much better. Love hearing that, Cheryl. Anybody else? Any other questions? Is there anyone that doesn't know how to get through the fast track? Because that's what we're here to meet about. I'm just surprised she had time. So she's working around the clock, bless her heart. She wanted to help you. That's what's in her heart. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Can Liza or Lara post the community link? This is a good support. If we're talking about, we have a Facebook members only. But if you're talking about our community, I'll post it. We have our own community that a few people use. It works like Facebook. There's that. You may be talking about something else. We try to meet people where they're at on Facebook and on our website. This is a family agenda. Sasha and I cannot do it all by ourselves. We're trying to build a community, and we need everybody to help one another. Yes, I just posted. Thank you. I just posted the community link. It's good to see that people are starting to use it. That means I'll start using it more. Awesome, Aaron. Good to hear. Aaron just got signed up for the wellness company. Another thing I wish everyone would do, it's one reason we don't charge, is we want people to be able to get the things they need to heal their body. And I hope Aaron is going to get some Peak Performance. Peak Performance is a one-stop shop. You get everything you need in that one package. Thank you all for the kind words. Will I show the community? Yes, I'll show the community. Here's the community. Okay, looks a lot like Facebook. There's Lade talking. Awesome. I need to give him a fist bump. Way to go, Lade. Beautiful. Lisa, I just wanted to come here and say hello to everyone. Awesome. Good deal. Love it. Love our community. The community is designed to be all about positivity. Our algorithms in our community, it's not to silence speech. We do it differently. If our community, which are mostly faith-based community, or they don't stay long, if a percentage feels that a post is negative, the poster nor anyone else can see that the community thought that was negative. It remains, it's not deleted, but it begins to be out of the view of people. And then you get a report at the end of the month if your posts were not deemed as positive. And we're trying to create a positive space. There's enough on Facebook. We have that members only group where you see a good mixed bag of positive and negative. But here it's about creating that positive mentality, the positive vibes, a safe place to come, because we're all in a silo of negativity, and that affects how we eat. So here it's supposed to be about fostering the habit of positivity. All level of membership, even the free members, have access to the community. But the more stars you have, the more you can filter out people that you don't want to see. So anybody that's going through Fast Track can have access to the community. You have amazing filters so that you can filter out any group, person, or whatever that you don't want to see. So there's a lot of flexibility. All right, let's continue talking about Fast Track today with the remaining portion of our time. So remember, Kim is teaching that in order to have a perfect day, and remember, and in order to get into efficient fat burning mode, we need 2 perfect days. And a perfect day means that you drink your water. How much water do we need? Barb Kim does not have any live classes right now. She teaches a brick and mortar one in Kennesaw. She currently is not teaching any classes. 64 ounces of water, up to 1 gallon of water. Water in, everybody repeat after me. Water in, fat out. Water in, poop out. If the waste isn't coming out, the weight's not gonna come off. Got to get your water in. Next, now if you don't do that, it's a holiday. Now, if you won't drink water, try either Crystal Light or the clean version of Crystal Light, Splash H2O. I'll let you count that as hydration, though I would prefer you get in just clear, clean water. Next, you have to journal. If you bite it, you write it, you hog it, you log it. Please use our online journal. You have an amazing online journal, and by using our journal, we're better able to help you. Okay, so I'm going back to the journal. Now, this is the full journal for members. The other one's scaled down. But what I'm doing is I'm marking what type of day I've had. Now, as you become an advanced student, you don't just have the perfect day. You have all these other days too. And they have their benefits, whether it be a Tiger 16 or a Lion Day or a Divine Day. We have different type days so that you never get bored. And all of those days speed up weight loss. But when you're in the beginning, we're learning the perfect day and the holiday. Then I just save. I always want to save my entries. We don't do auto save for many reasons. All right, so you're building up points, you're building up your badges, you've got your journal video, and then you got your time that you woke up, the time you go to bed, your motivation level. Anytime your motivation level slips below, say an 8, you need to call for some help. You need to be asking your Shibboleth friends and family for help. When we're journaling, we're simply logging, is it a meal? Is it a snack? So let's say I had a Mighty Muffin. I like to put a few notes here. I'll put meal replacement, delicious, weight loss, and I even like to put the approximate. You don't have to. I do this. I like to put the approximate calories. You can add a picture of your Mighty Muffin and then the time that you ate it. Okay, so then I just save. That's how quick and easy it is for a journal entry. I do like for you to put more notes, like I feel great, I'm glad I've done that, I'm proud of myself. When you have a holiday, I really want you to really think and journal on those days. Don't just skip that day because it's a holiday. Write down what triggered you, how you felt after you were triggered. Was it worth it? How many times have you had a holiday, an unplanned holiday, and you really regretted it and felt bad afterwards? So write that down so that you get leverage on yourself for next time. If you don't write it down, it'll happen again and again and again. After you write it down several times, the regret you feel and what the void replacement would be, you will see that you stop doing that. People that don't journal don't keep the weight off. Next, you've got to eat in the right food combinations. Learning to put 1s and 2s together for fast weight loss. Learning to put a potato with chicken breast and some green beans. Learning to put your corn with shrimp and broccoli. Learning to do that will keep you losing weight, controlling insulin. Food combinations is where the physiological magic is. You have to learn that. And until you learn it, just follow one of our meal plans. That's us giving you a fish, but we want you to learn to fish. You know the saying, give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but teach him to fish and he'll eat for a lifetime. We're trying to do both. Okay, we're trying to give you here's what you eat while you're learning, but then the whole world is going to open up for you because there's only so many things to put in your mouth. There's whole foods, there's processed foods, there's restaurant foods, there's recipes, meal replacements. So once you know how to approve those, and then you have discipline and you eat 3 or less times a day with no grazing, the body fat just melts. Okay, next is portions. You should never eat more than 3 eating episodes in a day. If you're struggling with that, think about your Father in heaven and try to anchor to this thought: breakfast for the Father, lunch for the Son, dinner for the Holy Spirit. Jesus fasted for you 40 days, fasted unto his Father for 40 days. You can't go 4 to 6 hours a day? Of course you can. You just got to want to do it. Okay, so no grazing. Now, can you have a 4th eating episode if you're having a moment of mental weakness, or is it just a holiday? Yeah, you can. You can have an approved snack or freebie. That's for you. That's not for the Father. It's not for the Son, not for the Holy Spirit. That's for you. And you can do that for you instead of having a holiday. But we want you to try to stop grazing. Then we control our portion. If we're opening up a meal replacement, then it's already portioned. If we've cooked a recipe like we did last night, had spaghetti, as long as it's on a portion plate or in a portion bowl, I'm good. And if it's a food combination, it goes on a 6 to 8 inch plate. Your hands go over it. If your hands totally cover that and it's not piled up any thicker than the thickest part of the hand, you're good to go. If you're eating a filet mignon, if you're eating a thick steak, okay, of course, it's going to be thicker than your hand, so you won't have as much on the plate. Some of it is just common sense. As long as you do that, you will always be within your calorie guidelines for efficient fat loss. Combinations control insulin, portions control calories, and then you have your timing rule. We want you to have at least a 12-hour fast a day, including sleep. So you'll have a 12-hour eating window. Let's try to spread those meals out some. 4 to 6 hours is what we say, but 12 hours is your eating window. And we want you to work towards a 16-hour fast a day so that every day you get into a mild degree of autophagy where you're cleaning away the toxins from the cells. Once you get in the habit of a 16-hour fast a day, you will not feel right if you try to go back to a 12. And then bless the name of the Lord. This is the Shibboleth Shield. And if you follow it exactly, and it's easy to do, you're having perfect days. And 2 of those, you're in efficient fat burning mode. If you so much as lick the cheese dust off a dirty Dorito, that's a holiday. If you eat the entire buffet, they have to make you leave the buffet. That's one holiday. We take one day at a time. Now, once you understand this and you believe in it and you're willing to live life this way, it's simply a matter of learning your food categories and your combinations. That's it. That's the secret. That's the magic. And the body fat will just melt. Can't find approved spaghetti. Who sells it? Miss Linda, we sell Fiber Gourmet. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from us. We carry multiple types of approved pasta. Everything we carry you can find elsewhere, but we sure appreciate your support. We have Fiber Gourmet Rotini, Fiber Gourmet, the little cylinder, penny pasta. We have regular pasta. We have carbonara pasta. We have Explore Cuisine pasta. All of these are approved pastas. Deborah says Rayo's. I'm not familiar with that one. Is that one in the food library, Miss Deborah? Is it approved? Make sure that your pasta is approved. Pasta, one saucer of the wrong pasta is equivalent to 30 teaspoons of sugar. Okay, so if we're not using the right pasta, what's the difference? Regular pasta shoots your blood sugar through the roof. If you don't have enough ratio of protein to fiber to the carbohydrate, you have no choice but to deal with the fat bus for 2 days. By using approved pasta, it's going to have or meet our food formulas and have enough protein and or fiber to neutralize insulin. So the wrong pasta. So just because a pasta says protein doesn't mean that it has enough protein in it to neutralize the fat bus. Anybody else? Any other questions today? Are you satisfied with the class? What happens when I submit my food log? If you are a partner, your food journal gets checked. If you're a free member, you will do it if we have time. So you could ask us to check it for you. And if we have the resources, we're looking for right now volunteers to check journals so that we can fit more of our free members in. All of this stuff costs a lot of money. So we do our best, and that's why our partners, we kind of cater to them with our availability. So that's kind of how that's working right now. We're trying not to go up on our program cost to make a way for everybody to do it. If maybe the right thing would be to go up so that we could give all these premium services, but we would have to charge thousands of dollars for that. It's very expensive because you have to have the people to do it. So I'm always happy in here if y'all want me to check your journal in front of the public view. And we love doing that. Don't y'all love that? We love being able to check journals because it helps everybody. And I'm willing to do that in these live sessions. Yeah, a partner, Barb, a lifetime membership, it gives you access to everything. It's very inexpensive. In fact, it costs us maybe 5 times that to administer that program. Partners are people who have come along beside us, believe in the mission, and they're trying to help us support the mission. They believe in the mission of low cost, free, be able to help everybody do it as a Christian, faith-based thing. So yeah, partners are supporting us with their monthly contributions, not in exchange for anything, but we give them stuff just to say we love them. Is there a WOW challenge that could be used for a soft food and liquid diet for before procedures? We can go and look, but what I would do, I'm not sure that there'll be one that's totally soft food, but Teresa, what I would do is for breakfast, possibly have one of the following: kettle and fire bone broth. I drink it like coffee. Kettle and fire bone broth, give you those amino acids. If you're allowed to have it, maybe some low-fat cottage cheese or Greek plain yogurt with a little spark in it. Those are soft foods. Or your GC control shake would be awesome. Then for lunch, have you a couple packages of the Healthwise high protein soup or kettle and fire bone broth, and then something similar in the evening. I know it was about a year ago, I had to have nothing but soft foods before a procedure. And I did the Healthwise high protein soup, and I really enjoyed it. I did the beef and noodle, very, very good. You're getting a lot of protein in. I would recommend those. If you struggle, Teresa, figuring out what to do, shoot me an email. Tell me what you're going to go through and how long you're going to be down, and I'll try to send you some more interesting meal ideas. You may have a wellness question here. The wellness company, I hope our members will just accept that it's a part of us now. And we're not taking emphasis away from eating right, but we've always talked about products, and these are the cleanest on the planet and the most effective. So absolutely, they're a part of what we do. We should get used to it. So please ask away, Miss Anna. Lade, are you saying that you'd like for me to check your journal? I'm happy to do so. I think everybody will get a big kick out of that. Elizabeth Murphy down another 3. Anna, I know you are taking the brain health vitamins. Why not the total if they have everything? Because at the time, I was on a strict budget and still am. So I was trying to think like my members think, like, here's my budget. I want to stay within that budget. More is an illustrative thing. It's like really $20, but I wanted to, okay, here's my budget. What can I get within that budget for my food and supplementation? Because I was trying to keep my overall daily cost below $7.50. So I did it just as a budgetary, like making myself be disciplined. Total health is better. Okay, it's more comprehensive. And I will probably switch to that as Sasha and I find a profitable way forward for our company, which we have not found. Do I need to drink more water to replace coffee and other flavored drinks? Nah, you may find a video where I said, if you have caffeine, increase water intake by the same amount. So if I have one Spark, I'll increase my water amount but the more research comes out, I don't abide by that. I just say get a half a gallon to a gallon. Teresa, I am planning a challenge. I'm doing my best. We planned on, that's what we get with not having enough staff. I planned on launching it this week, and I still may. It depends on how the rest of the day goes. And then the city of St. Augustine come in, and they're making us pull our signs down. The sign guy didn't get a permit and was supposed to, and the sign guy didn't follow code, and he was supposed to. Well, we're having to pay for that. So I've had them in and out of here fussing at me, and Sasha's nanny passed away. So I just wish I had more help. All right. So all of that sounded like excuses, and I hate excuses, but it is also the facts of what I'm dealing with. But I try to do so with a great attitude. Yes, God is spanking me for some reason, and I'm accepting my whooping. Just like when my dad would whoop me, he'd whoop me when I was little. When they did stuff like that, do people still get whoopings? I got paddlings in school. I got whoopings. And I feel like, I know that's not how God works, but I feel like that I am getting a whooping because that's how I was raised. Do y'all know, on a side note, most of the things we believe in our relationship with the Lord, it actually has nothing to do with how the Lord thinks or feels or acts, but it was taught to us. So my dad, he used to whoop me. My dad didn't put me in timeout. My dad's form of timeout was when he got tired of whooping me, he took a timeout. That was my timeout. So even at 53, if things are going really wrong, I'm like, I must have did something wrong. Does anybody else feel that? I know that's not how God works, but it feels like it sometimes. All right, so let me get laid up. Yeah, Travis is definitely, according to the holiness faith, Travis is definitely not living life right and needs to repent because I'm getting whooped. All right. Enough of that crap. Okay, weekly timing chart. Look at Lade, everybody. There's not going to be anything to pick on here, Lade. Do y'all see this? If you're new, this is the way you live a lifestyle. Look at all that fire. This man is on fire. We're going to start with his holiday. Okay, so for holiday, GC Control Peach Cobbler Shake, approved. 7-ounce ribeye with a loaded baked potato. Now, that's what got him. We don't want to put that potato with that ribeye. That's fat bus and fat storage. Then he had a mini heat blizzard. Way to have a holiday. That's a good holiday right there. Next, back to having perfect days, an Access exercise bar. Boom. 7-ounce that evening. He did 2 meals. Great job, Lade. This is what I do. I don't need 3 meals. I can have them. I don't need them. He had an Access exercise bar and a 7-ounce hamburger steak with a half a cup of butternut squash. He can make this taste just like French fries too. That butternut squash, I make it taste just like hash browns. Good job, Lade. Awesome, man. Let's go to the next one. I expect to just see more of this. Another exercise bar, GC control, great job. Use the peach cobbler shake, chicken breast, and butternut squash. Y'all, do y'all see perfection? This is how you do it. This is the first journal in a long time that immediately all I can do is say, way to go. Do y'all see it? And y'all, this is all there is to having success. This is all there is to it. It's clean. It's simple. Bye, Bryant. Aaron, for fiber-wise, do we need to get the sugar-free version? Yes. I don't know if I've got, let me see. Yeah, I've got this one. I don't do their bars. I do the powder. And that one's 0 sugar. I don't remember if all of their powders work though. It's the bars that I'm concerned about. I can make the bars work, but they don't work the way we want them to work. Okay. Air fryer grilled chicken barbecue pizza. Beautiful. 4 ounces of grilled chicken with a salad. Beautiful. Apple cinnamon GC control, mighty muffin, Quest bar, Travis spaghetti. Okay, here's the first one that's more of a maintenance day. So he had the GC control, beautiful exercise in a cup, mighty muffin, added some extra hemp flakes, not a big deal, a Quest bar, and spaghetti. This is more of a maintenance strategy. It's still a perfect day. Everything there was spot on, textbook, but that 4th eating episode might have meant a little maintenance going on there. GC control, 1/3 of hemp bar, another great day. 3 eating episodes, all of them perfect. Fantastic job. Pan-seared whiting, lemon pepper chicken breast and green beans. Beautiful. Fajitas at Mexican restaurant on 1 approved tortilla, 8 ounces of chicken breast with Brussels sprouts, exercise on a plate. So he had a great yellow column meal and then a red column. How do you beat that? If he were playing golf, he just got like an eagle, not a birdie, like an eagle. Chicken breast, hemp flakes, another eagle, boiled okra, stewed squash, green beans, just killing it. And here's the thing that he's doing, having 2 meals, he's getting all this recovery time. His metabolism's getting to rest and recover. And I guarantee with continuation of this, his energy levels will start going through the roof, if not already. Pan-seared mahi, chicken breast, exercise on a plate, both of them. Beautiful. Chick-fil-A, grilled chicken nuggets, light Italian dressing with a salad, 8 ounces of taco shredded chicken on a half cup of spit. Beautiful. Beautiful. And look at his weight chart, everybody. How about a big round of applause for Lade? Check this out. Now, that is beautiful. Look at this. Look at this, everybody. Don't tell me it doesn't work. Check this out. Great job, Lade. Way to motivate us all. Look at this. I mean, just the perfect ski slope down. Perfect. And lately, he's crushing it. He's lost 2 pounds since the 15th. Killing it. Absolutely killing it. Couldn't do any better, man. That's awesome. The only thing you can do now, keep doing that, and then try your best to find that time to walk, because it's like hitting the turbo button. The more steps you get while you're in EFB, the more you could probably double that weight loss per week, now expending extra energy. All right. Which GC shake flavors do you recommend? Was wondering about the peach cobbler. I love it. Now, I'm a vanilla guy. Anything vanilla, because I can add to that base. Blueberries, PB2. But I love the peach cobbler, and I love them all. I love all their flavors, but the peach cobbler is a favorite. Everyone needs to try the taco soup recipe. So delicious. Make it twice a month. It is. Kimberly, can anyone answer this question? The high protein soup in the Shibboleth store, is the chicken with pasta better than the cream of chicken? I believe so. Some people like the cream of chicken, but I'm telling you, it's like chicken noodle soup that I don't have to worry about. Then they got the beef and noodle, and it's just exercise in a cup. So they're all good, and they're inexpensive. So try different ones, but I like the chicken and pasta, and the beef and pasta. Check the exercise. Let me go back. Sounds like he's been getting it in. Go to challenges and exercises. All right. Got 3 miles, 14,000 steps. 8 miles. You are doing it. 25,000 steps. You're crushing it, man. You're making me envious. I haven't been able to do this in a while. I love those long walks. Check it out. 8 more. $7,533 on that day. 5 miles on that day. Dude, you couldn't do any better. You're killing it. So Lade is doing it all, and that's why he's having success. That's why he's having success. Faith, nutrition, exercise, supplementation. You live that lifestyle consistently, good things happen. Fantastic. I don't suggest 2 meals a day, Barb. That's not how I started. When I started, I was eating 3 meals a day and a snack a day, and then freebies too, but I was a big boy. What I've learned over 20 years is that 1 to 2 meals, personally, I feel a lot better because I'm giving my metabolism time to recover. Your gut is your second brain, and it needs time to recover. When you're constantly eating and grazing, see, it takes 12 to 36 hours to digest a meal. So if we're constantly consuming and grazing, we're killing our immune system because our gut health is compromised. You're never getting caught up on the processing of food. So I don't suggest it. It's just what works for me. What I suggest for most people is 3 eating episodes a day that are approved, the right portion, and control insulin. But as we all progress, we all begin to personalize our journey. And for me, my best days are either 1 large meal where I'll have a side item that I normally wouldn't have, or 2 eating episodes. Anybody else? What should be the ratio of protein to fiber or carbs? Now, that's difficult. We don't have enough time to even go over that. We have different formulas, Sue, for everything. That's why we have that massive food library. And we've given the math out before, and guess what happens? We cease to be an effective lifestyle because everybody does it. Some do it right, some do it wrong. People start approving their own things, and then you got a mess. We've been there, done that, but I'll give you the generalities. Cheese has a different formula because of the ingredients. Milk has a different formula because of the ingredients. Frozen foods, frozen meals have whole foods we just put in a category. So when you ask about the formula, we're talking about processed foods, okay? Something that's in a package. Most of the time, we're looking for protein being greater than your net carbs, but there are exceptions to that. Bread, we've got to make sure there's 1 gram of fiber for every 10 calories, and you can't go over 110 calories for your bread portion. Cheese, we just have to make sure that cheese has less than 5 grams of carbohydrate and 0 fat to be a category 1. If it's category 4, it's a different formula. So it's very complex. We've taken the complexity out of it and developed a lifestyle that's free to you. So a lot of people want to know those formulas, and we've given them out over and over again only for a breakdown in the information. But generally speaking, we're looking for portion being on point and protein being greater than net carbs. But that doesn't hold true for like bread, for example, or ground beef, for example. There's different formulas for different classifications. Teresa, sometimes Satan attacks us to shake our faith, especially when showing our faith to others. Look at trials as affirmation of your strong faith. Thank you so much. I certainly need it. Appreciate that. Anybody else? See you, Aaron. Bye. Everybody satisfied? All right. Lord willing, I'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. And we'll keep making sure people know what to do, how to get through the material each week so far. I've done it different, just to keep, because we have a lot of the same people coming, and we want to make sure that it doesn't become monotonous for you. God bless you, Susan. And good day to you all. Love you too, Zoom user. Bye, everybody. We'll talk soon.